Hi, do you think there's a shift right now for Catholic content creators and people who use social media or any kind of online platform to spread their message? I do, and I'm going to share my thoughts. Tell me if you agree in the chat. Hi, I'm Amy Brooks, and I run CatholicInfluencers.com, which is an amazing community of Catholics who use social media and other online platforms to share the light of Christ or share their products that really encourage people to grow in relationship with Jesus and to practice prayer and the sacraments more often. I have noticed from my viewpoint as a consumer that there has been a major shift in where I consume content. For years and years, my number one place to scroll was Facebook. Then came Instagram, and I became very, very interested and a fan of Instagram. So for years, when some Catholics, some conservatives would notice something in the world where Facebook maybe buried the links, or it became apparent that the owners of Meta were not exactly conservative or fans of those who strive for sainthood, there popped up other social media platforms. And I remember quite a few times people saying they were leaving Facebook and they were going to go to these new social media platforms. And I didn't go anywhere because I still felt that Facebook and Instagram were kind of like the modern equivalent of the ancient agora or marketplace. And I still found myself as a consumer, and not just a consumer, just using the social aspect of those platforms. However, lately, I've noticed two things. One, my own consumption has shifted. I do use Instagram more than Facebook now, but I'm also on YouTube a lot more lately. And I do feel like there is a shift of people going over to YouTube that maybe didn't feel comfortable using and scrolling there before. One reason is I'm noticing people have podcasts, and even the best podcasters that have lots of subscribers are putting their podcast episodes on YouTube. So they not only have their podcasts on a podcast platform, but they're putting their podcasts on YouTube as well. And quite frankly, from the user standpoint, when I go to follow a new podcast, I have to put another app on my phone. It stresses me out. I just go to YouTube and I listen to it from YouTube. Tell me in the comments if you agree, if you find yourself on YouTube more often. My second observation is not from my personal use, but I'm noticing as a writer and a content creator that Substack seems to be extremely more popular with readers and writers. And I did recently create a Substack account, but because it's an unfamiliar place to me, I felt like I was in a foreign country. So I feel like I need a guide. And I'm just noticing from a blogging standpoint where the cost of WordPress is increasing and how people are trying to cut back on social media. They kind of see how it affects them mentally, not always in a positive way, in fact, more often in a negative way, but they find Substack is a great place to get content and not be so much negatively affected the way they view social media. But tell me if you agree. Do you read articles on Substack? Are you familiar with Substack? Do you put content on Substack? I would like to know. I feel like that is something that I need to pay attention to as someone who is a content creator and someone who runs CatholicInfluencers.com. But tell me what you think. And what am I missing? Is there a shift? So I never went on TikTok. Is TikTok sticking around? That was in the news a couple weeks ago or a couple months ago, and I haven't heard anything. So let me know what you think, and let's talk about how to use social media platforms, digital platforms, online platforms for the sake of the kingdom of God. Have a great day. Thanks for listening.